rules. Just a moment. Hello, Radpack rules. One moment, please. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Yeah. Hello, Radpack rules. Yeah, the gang is going to be going live in about 10 seconds. Thank you.
What is up, everybody? Garrett here from Born to be Rad, aka the G-rated superstar, aka the dude with Raditude.
Yo, what's up? It's Mel from My Killer Podcast, aka Slippy Longstocking, aka the Rad Hatter.
And I am your host, Justin, from Movie Watch Daily, aka the Rad Rancher, aka the Dead Couch, and we are the RadPack. What is going on, everybody?
Nothing. What's going on with you guys? How are you? Welcome. It's the first time we are on this channel, the RadPack YouTube channel, and RadPack Pod on Twitch TV. We are over there live too. So if you guys are like Twitch people, we are live. I see it right here. It's right to the side of me. I can see it live on Twitch. Look at this. Boom, boom, boom.
Oh,
cool.
Answer.
Yeah. So if anybody's a big fan of Twitch, go check it out over there. We're on there now. So, guys, how are we doing tonight? What do we got going on?
All the things.
Man. All the things.
It's a new place. Smells like fresh leather.
It is a new place. It's different, right?
Right. It's so different around here.
I'm glad we have the standalone channel now. That's cool. So we have our own exclusive RadPack channel.
Yeah, and we also have the RadPack podcast, which you can get anywhere. And this show will also be the audio version will be put on the podcast very, very soon. So all the interactions that we get tonight, the call-ins, those are all going to be heard on the audio form, and that's going to be where all podcasts are located. Well, how do you say it, Mel?
Most platforms.
On all streaming platforms?
On most streaming platforms. I don't know. I can't say all.
Anywhere podcasts are found.
Sure, that works. I like that.
We hit 100 downloads, so people seem like they're enjoying it. So check it
awesome.
out. Yeah, that's pretty exciting.
That's cool.
For the first month, right? It was been on like a month.
And
that's great, guys.
A couple episodes on there, so that's pretty awesome. So thank you to everybody who's checking it out. If you haven't checked it out, go do that.
Yeah,
that's
definitely.
Awesome. We had a bunch of people jump over to the new channel because as far as I know, I think what we talked about, this is pretty much where you'll exclusively find all the RadPack shows, events, live stuff, all of that. It'll all be found from now on this channel. So you're going to want to subscribe, notifications, all that type of shit so you don't miss any future uploads.
Yeah, this is just more channels for Justin, you know? He's got
right?
Like, channel.
He's just collecting them over there.
He's like channel made daily.
I know. I'm involved with so many. But this will be cool because everything's in one place now. You don't have to go around to the other channels and look at playlists and search for videos. Come to this channel, they'll just be all there waiting for you. So it's pretty cool, man. I'm stoked.
Yeah, and if you guys, for whatever reason, happen to miss or wanted to kind of revamp what the show was going to be about, I did upload to this RadPack channel the first Ask Us Anything call-in Q&A type show we did in November, and it was one of our most popular shows, so we knew that we wanted to do it again because we had some questions that were kind of left that we weren't able to get to last time, and I think we might even run into that problem tonight. We'll have to see how long this goes and how long it takes us to answer all the questions, but definitely an interactive type stream, and you can see some new faces pop up on the call-ins that we may have not seen and you guys may have not seen besides just being in the chat. So definitely pretty cool. And what's up, everyone in the chat? I'm going to go through right now and just see who is here. Afro Whale, hell yes, show is starting. Woo-hoo. Sam, what's going on? Jason Byers, what's up? Let me see. We got I always mess this up.
Dimension
Scott. I always mess that up. What is going on? Wanda This World said he will rewatch the Q&A this morning. Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, that was a fun one. There's some really good questions in that episode.
Definitely. Yeah. Mr. Tony the Dead, what is going on? Welcome.
What's up, Tone Bone?
Woke up. Adrian James, what's going on? Ben Grimm, welcome. Are the call-ins available now? No, the call-in closed on Wednesday. So we did like a video call-in on Wednesday, and then we just had to format it to fit the show. So, but next time, definitely come in.
One thing I'll throw in here about that, if you follow all of us on Instagram, we've been posting about it a lot. And so be sure to follow all of us on Instagram so you can check out our stories, because we were all posting about that all week. So just something to keep in mind.
All right. So, what's up, Mr. TikTok? Yeah, I went live on TikTok just before we went on.
Go?
It was terrible, actually. It sucks.
What happened?
I just don't understand TikTok. That's why I have no idea how it works. There's like it's weird. It's like there's weird things like coming at me. It's saying that there was like 200 people watching me, but like nobody was making comments. I'm like, I don't understand what's happening here. Like, I really didn't know. I just was like, oh, come over to YouTube, whatever. Like, I was promoting the show, but like, I don't know if it's just I'm in some kind of like feed, even if people aren't subscribed to me. I don't know. And the only person that said hi, I don't know, 10 minutes. And Wet Movie saw me and he came and said hi. And then some other person was saying hi. And I don't know if they've jumped over here, snail something. I can barely, it's on my phone. I could barely read what people were writing, but there wasn't many comments going on. It was just a lot of buttons. And I wasn't sure like what to press or whatever. Like, I didn't even know how to
been on there.
I didn't even know how to end it. I like just like shut the whole app down. Like I just flung it up and like deleted the whole app because I'm like I don't even know how to end this thing. It was weird. It was super weird.
Like, I just uninstall.
Yeah, basically.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I don't understand that shit
That's
either.
amazing.
I've only used the app like one or two times.
Yeah,
I don't get it either.
There's probably a lot of people on there that follow me that don't know anything about this. So that's why I was like, let me see if, I can get anybody over here to check it out either through Twitch or YouTube or whatever. But I don't know how successful I was at that. Probably not at all.
So is it like YouTube? Did it save your live stream? Can we go back?
I don't think so because like I went back to check and I didn't see it unless it's in like a different area. I don't know.
The whole live is just Garrett's finger and that's all you can see him.
No,
like,
that's what I'm saying. He's like this.
I actually didn't even touch anything. I was just like, I was looking at it and I was just like looking around and seeing like weird things. There was like trophies and stuff. And I was like, I don't know what any of this means, So I just kind of rambled basically. I was just like, come to YouTube. Like, that's all I said because there was nobody to talk to. But,
I'm sure you found some
do
new
that.
fans.
Open up a StreamYard so me and Justin can just be back here.
Yeah, I'm kind of pissed off I missed this incredible live.
Me too.
It's not anything. You're actually going to probably be like, oh, it's fine. But I mean, I wasn't, there was nobody to interact with. So I was just talking, but I was looking up and it said like, it had like a little person and then it said like, 189 people. Like, and I was like, I'm watching right now. Like I just signed on here, but I mean, like I said, Brendan said hi, but that was mostly it. So they could, I don't know if they were bots or something. I have no freaking clue.
Us senior citizens need to learn these apps that all the kids are using.
Yeah, Tony says TikTok
to
is a weird place. Yeah, I really didn't know what I was doing.
Well, the reach on TikTok is absolutely insane. If something catches the algorithm, there's just so many people that are on that app. So it is cool, but I just don't know shit about it. Right.
And that's why I think it's something I might just toy with just to see if I can get new faces to these platforms where we spend most of our time. Dead Pit's in the house. What's up? Look at all the pink and blue. Yeah, look at all that. Nice. It's very nice. Let's see who else is coming through. Mika.
I didn't color coordinate with you guys. I should have had my light pink or blue or something.
Go change it.
I could. That's why I'm using my phone, so I can't.
What? You can't.
You have your lights on your phone?
It's an app. Yeah, it's just an app that changes.
Wow, it's so snazzy.
You're so fancy.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Teach G how to use TikTok. You're so fancy.
We'll get you figured out.
You're gonna have to. For
as
sure.
soon as I learn TikTok, there'll be some other crazy new app that takes over, and I won't. And it's like too much to keep up with. Too old for that shit.
Yeah, I know. I agree. I mean, that's what's going to happen. It's like we're kind of late to the game to TikTok. You know what I mean? Kiara, what's going on? How are you? Carlos, what up? All right, so we might as well get into the messages here because we've got quite a few tonight. So
Yeah.
Again, we'll go back to the chat here and there, but again, primarily we like these shows because people go out of their way to film videos and ask questions and stuff. So those are definitely the ones we want to really focus on and get to. And again, I think last stream, if you guys remember how we did this, like I think a lot came out of that because there was the big one was Dude Who Loves Movies. Like, I mean, that was a huge thing because he contacted us on the video thing. It was the first time anybody like really saw who he was.
Yeah.
Everybody knew Lepke Vision Films from the chat, but it was the first time everybody saw his face and his wonderful voice. And
that wonderful voice.
Yeah. And he
That's
asked us about starting a channel, and we gave him some advice, and he ran with it. And he's got his channel up now, and he's all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
so which is really, really cool.
Famous now.
He is famous. I see him on a stream every other day. I'm like, God damn, dude. Hit the ground.
I think he's on one.
Brother.
I think he's on one right now, actually,
Is he?
isn't he?
He is.
I think
He's
so.
on Tim Talks Talkies.
Nice.
Yeah. So, first call. Are you guys ready?
Let's do it. I don't even know what this one is. I don't know what the order is, so I'm excited. Let's roll.
Hey, this is Collector's Conquest. Wanted to ask the Radpack a question. I'm about to go see Wakanda Forever. But I wanted to ask a question real quick before I go in. What's y'all's favorite 80s movie that revolves around a group of kids? Examples being Three Ninjas, Goonies, Stand By Me, stuff like that. I can't wait to hear your answers.
Ooh.
That's a
Nice
good
one.
question.
Yeah, that's a great question.
How old do these kids have to be?
Like Lost Boys age? Is that what you're saying?
We're
Yeah,
big-
because
we're
I'm
big
kind of
kids.
like, that's my answer. Thanks.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, fuck yeah. I mean, I think they're all supposed to be teens. They look like 30-year-olds playing teens, but
Right.
well, I mean, if you take the Frog Brothers and Corey Haim, then that's considered a group of kids.
shit,
So that works. And I guess if we're going down that road, I'd say the Lost Boys too. But I love and loved movies that take place with groups of kids. It was always coming of age stories. And I mean, we talked about that new one there. What was it called? 84 or whatever. Summer of 84. I freaking love that movie because it reminded me of all those ones growing up that I like. So yeah. So Collector's Conquest, great question. I'm going to say a lot of them you said, right? So she's saying Lost Boys. I agree. I also think Stand By Me is huge. It was a big one. For me, The Goonies was a big one. License to Drive was another one. Like
Dream, Heathers.
Dream Little, exactly. Like all those movies, I love those. And I'm sure there's probably some that we're not thinking of. Like I love The Sandlot. I don't know if that's 90s though. That could be like early 90s. I don't know if he said 80s or what, but stuff like that. Like I really, really just dug. And I see in the chat somebody bringing up Breakfast Club. So if we're talking teenagers and stuff, like I love all the John Hughes stuff. So if we want to go down that route, Justin, what do you got? Any different ones?
I just
Now
picked
that we've
Stand By
said
Me.
them all.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much all of them. Because if you really break it down, there is like you can get really weird with the specifics. Like how is it young kids? Is it going to be like the teen comics like Dazed and Confused or Fast Times? Because technically those are. But I guess when I heard this question, I thought like kids going on an adventure. Those kind of movies. So Stand By Me was always number one. I fucking love that movie, man. It's such a common answer, but
somebody said in the alpha said he started with Three Ninjas. I love Three Ninjas and Surf Ninjas too. I'll put that up there. I mean, I love both of them.
Yeah.
So I'm happy he brought that up because that's one that number one needs an upgrade because that thing has got like just DVD still, and it needs to be talked about a little bit more. And speaking of that, I was thinking on doing I'm doing a '90s type stream and. I was going to set up a bunch of posters in the back, like sidekicks. I have the original Three Ninjas poster. I have Surf Ninjas and just having those all up there for a little bit. And the one that we forgot the most, and I see Tony the Dead said, is Monster Squad. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know how we didn't even think of that right off the bat, but that's perfect.
The movie's always kind of an underdog, man.
It really is.
I agree. And speaking of Dude Who Loves Movies, we were just talking about you, man. Cody.
What's up?
Oh, wow. You're repping the Radpack over there? Sweet. I like that. Thanks, brother. Let me see. So we got some love for The Sandlot. We got some love for Summer of 84. Tony says Mel hasn't seen The Lost Boys, but
No,
Is he
I don't
just-
even know what that is.
Is he just messing with you over there?
Yeah, giving me shit.
Summer of '84. Yeah. So great question. I mean, I'm a big fan of those movies. I mean, that could be a whole stream in itself, doing like all movies like that about a group of kids going on an adventure and all that junk. That seems like a Radpack stream, all in itself.
Hmm.
Absolutely. That sounds awesome.
I love that
I'd definitely
idea.
do that.
I need to watch Stand By Me again. It's been forever since I've seen that too.
Oh, man,
Yeah.
so good.
Mhm.
Very good. So, do you want to get to the next call?
Let's do it.
Whoop, whoop.
Wow, we're gonna be repping through these things. Let's see what we got coming in.
All right. Hey, guys. Jason from Icon versus Icon here. First off, want to thank you for all the hard work you've been putting in. Love the positive energy you're putting out. Keep it coming. Got to thinking about this big getaway to Justin's house. Being that you're all collectors, I'm sure you always have your eye on that one coveted item in somebody else's collection. So my question really stems from that. Garrett and Mel, what item in Justin's collection do you think you might entertain the idea of sliding into your backpack before you beat cheeks out of town? Anyway, guys, keep up the good work. Talk to you soon. See ya.
I just love how he said beat
Before
cheeks.
you beat cheeks out of town.
That cracked me up when I saw that shit the first time. I'd never heard that
I'm using that. I'm
stealing
stealing that,
it, yeah.
Jason. I'm stealing it.
Beat cheeks.
Beat cheeks out of town. I'm gonna be leaving for Kansas City. I'm gonna be like, see you later. I'm gonna be beat cheeks and
before. Beating
You're gonna
cheeks
say
in
that.
Kansas City.
You're gonna say it at work. It's time to leave. You're gonna be like, I'm beat cheeks and out of here.
I'm beat cheeks and see ya.
See you Monday.
Oh, shit. That's hilarious.
So
So what's it going to be, guys? What are you stealing from me? Garrett, you ain't taking Reagan.
Yeah, Reagan's too big because I'm
I
flying,
don't
so
think
I'm gonna be
anybody wants
really,
Reagan.
I'm gonna be really sneaky on what I grab.
What if
because
that was
I
your
can only-
carry-on? What if Reagan was your carry-on? You think they'd allow
He
that?
bought her an extra seat.
They think you're up to some weird shit. Her sitting there. You have to buy a seat for her.
You better
Right
put
next
some
to you.
pants
Man.
on her.
I don't know. Christian's in the house. He said he would steal Pete. Wow, that's rough.
Yeah.
I
That's
didn't even
dirty.
think
That's
about
dirty.
that. That's actually a
Hear that,
really
Pete?
good one. See, I could get away with Pete.
Justin's like freaking.
You're going to want to steal him.
We go over there. Pete's not even there. He's staying at Justin's sister's.
He's snoozing right now.
He probably is gonna stay somewhere because we're gonna be out like all day, right?
Yeah, we're going to be out and about on that trip.
he-
So he's going to be a lonely boy,
Beat
Petey.
cheeks and
Yeah, we're going to beat
Um,
cheeks out to the movies.
What are you taking, Mel? What do you think?
beat cheeks around the city. Sorry. So me and G are gonna haul that big ass T2 arcade out of there and
I
into
knew
the
you
back
were
of
going
my
to take that
Jeep.
one. You got a truck. You can throw it in the truck, and
Yeah, we're gonna throw it in the back of the Jeep and head on home with it. Thank you.
it's still in the
Alright.
box. Isn't that sad?
Did you get that?
It's still
did
in
you
the
get-
box. That's
It'll be out-
easy. Keep
I
it in the
know.
box.
I know it's ready to go. It's packed up and ready to go.
It'll be so sweet.
I'll have to have that up before you guys get here so we can play some games.
Did you get the T1000 yet?
It got delayed to March, so it's supposed to come in March now.
Oh, then I'll just take that then.
I hope it gets here soon, man. That's one of those long ass pre-orders, man.
Justin has no Terminator stuff left after we
No.
leave.
Actually, you know what? Actually, I do. I want that hand. That's what I want. I missed out on that thing.
I
can
know.
take that. I can take
That's
the hand.
that's a really cool piece. You gonna steal that one?
Yeah, that'll fit in the backpack. Just the
Yeah.
fingers hanging out.
It's actually pretty big.
Yeah, I
It's about 2 feet tall. It's a big piece, man. I can't wait to
Mhm.
get that display set up when I have all the heads and everything. It's gonna be really, really cool.
You'll see pictures of me at the airport with like my hands behind my back and like a friggin' Terminator arm, like at the
Sticking out of it.
scanned in that they like got at the when they scan all my bags and stuff, the metal detectors. They're like, why do you get this arm in here?
The
And I'll
X-ray.
be able to take it. Yeah. But that's great. Another great question. Jason from Icon versus Icon. Definitely go check them out over there. He's got great stuff. He's it's a website and he does a lot of great interviews with like big name people and stuff about anything upcoming music and movies and stuff. So very, very cool dude. Thank you, Jason, for calling in. Now, if anybody's in here that doesn't know what he's talking about or we're talking about, we've mentioned it a couple times before that we're actually going to Kansas City We're going to be hanging at Justin's, but we're going to be going to this place right here.
We're coming to Panic Fest, baby!
Panic Fest! We're coming! Now, Justin, has been any
Taking
updates
over
on
Casey.
Panic Fest
So-
yet? Have you seen?
The schedule hasn't been. I haven't checked it in a couple of days. It's been a day or two. They said they're going to announce all the movies and events and stuff about 3 or 4 weeks out. So we're getting pretty close to checking out that lineup. You can go on their website and look at the last year's schedule, and there was a ton of movies. A lot of stuff that came out on Shudder, like The Sadness premiered at Panic Fest before anywhere else, and there's a bunch of movies like that. Really cool movies. They're hit or miss. Some things are just like little short films and whatever, kind of forgettable, but there's always a couple really big ones that are super cool to see before anybody else. So you guys are coming the weekend of, I think, the 13th or 14th.
Yeah.
So we'll try to do a bunch of content and to get some vlogs going, do a live from the Playhouse, and
Hell yeah.
kill it.
Hell yeah.
I really want to showcase this film fest because it really is one of the best film fests in the country, and it's going to be really, really cool. There's going to be directors there and all kinds of screenings and events and what do you call the merchandise people, vendors and shit like
Vendors,
that.
Yeah. That's what
so
I'm interested in.
I'm
A lot of
excited.
vendors and stuff. I want to get some cool stuff there.
I got a couple one sheets last year that were pretty cool.
Woo!
I got I think it was is it Sweet 16, the one where the girls there's like a knife going into the lake and shit. I picked
Sweet
that up.
16 is an 80s slasher, yeah. I mean, I don't know if that's the one. I'm trying to think what that one
Yeah.
looks like, but that's awesome, man. I mean, I might have to, based on how much stuff I buy, I might have to pack it and ship it, back.
Mm-hmm.
So that's doable. I mean, I'm so down to find some new stuff because I think like around me, like everything's just run dry. Like I know Mel had mentioned, she messaged us and said she was out thrifting. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to hit my local place, and it's like, it's dead all the time. There's nothing there anymore. Like the VHS section's like junk. They've got DVDs, but it's all the same old stuff. I mean, it's just, I would love to just go other places that may have like just different things. And a place like that, it's probably going to be like similar to a convention where you're going to have people just selling a lot of movie related stuff, which is cool.
Yeah, it's cool because the theater is super old. I forget how old it is. It's been around for like 70 years, something crazy like that. And they have 4 screens on the bottom level. And then the last time they did it, it's also an event space up above where they've done like weddings and shit there. My sister actually got married there, but that's where kind of like the convention hall is. It's not a big space, but that's what's so cool about this theater. It just kind of feels, it's just cozy. So,
Now they haven't announced any like celebrities yet or anything, right? Like last year they had Joe Bob and all that stuff.
yeah, they had Joe Bob. I got to see a live drive-in show, which was fucking awesome. Joe Lynch was there, and he did a Q&A and a screening of Surf 2. They had an anniversary screening of Sleepwalkers with Mick Garris. I'm so pissed I missed that. That would have been so cool, but he hosted the screening and did a Q&A and stuff, and it's so dope.
Yeah, I can't wait. Mel, how about you? Excited?
Yeah, I'm super stoked.
It's a bit
You
of a
think I'll
drive.
like-
You just got to get through that drive. Just a few hours, and you'll be here in no time.
Yeah, the drive will be fine. We've driven to Kansas City before, and it's not too bad. It's not too
Yeah.
bad of a drive.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I hate flying, so that kind of sucks. But I mean, it's not going to be that bad. I'll get there early. I'll get there pretty early in the morning, so won't be too bad. And I'll be there from Friday to Monday, so that'd be
That's
cool.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
ready.
guys are
I'm
gonna have
excited.
some bro time.
Oh yeah.
Bro out.
Oh yeah. We'll get some eggs and stuff in the morning. Be sick.
I'm already trying to pick these best spots because I want to represent for Kansas City, so I'm trying to pick out a bunch of really cool spots for us to eat, and that's really all I'm worried about is movies and food. That's really all
I'm
really
excited
worried
about the food.
There's some good food. in Kansas
Yeah.
City.
Do you think I'll like any of the movies there?
I hope so. I mean, they're all fucking new movies, so probably not.
Not a fucking one. This is gonna be the worst weekend for Garrett
This is the
ever.
most honest question Garrett's ever asked. So I'm gonna hate all these movies, right?
I'll be like, I'll I'll be like nodding off. You're gonna be yelling at me like, dude, the passion, man. Like all
The
right.
passion of the filmmakers. But what's so? I've actually never. I've this has happened for several years in a row now, and I've never got like the full pass. I've always like picked a couple specific shows because if you don't buy the whole pass to the whole thing, you can watch them online or buy individual tickets. So you'd end up spending a shitload of money trying to pick individual movies. So this is the first time I've been able to be like completely off work for the week and just bang out multiple movies a day. It's everybody gets out of the movies at the same time, and there's a bar there. So everybody's like having beers and talking about the movies, and then you fuck around for whatever until the next movie starts and jet to the next one. So I've never done anything like this. I'm really freaking stoked.
Oh.
Yeah, that'd be cool. A couple people jumping in. Perry, what's going on? Bob, how are you?
What's up, Bob?
Oh, that's it. Let me see. I don't know what Afro Whale's saying. The gas station burnt tips is a must, Justin, for them for sure. What does that mean?
Oklahoma Joe's. There's several spots in Kansas City that have been on like drive-ins and dives and like all those Food Network shows. But Oklahoma Joe's, I think, is what he's talking about, which is now Joe's Kansas City. It's a gas station, a functioning gas station, but they have amazing barbecue and people travel from. It's like a destination spot.
That's killer. I'm excited. I need the vacation for sure. So
hell yeah, dude.
I'm happy. All right, let's get on to the next call.
Hey, what's going on, Radpack? I am Ken Sledge.
And I'm Ashley Sledge.
We are Sledgehammer Horror, and I guess we have 2 questions for you because we'd each like to ask you one. So my question for each of you is, what is your favorite horror franchise of all time and why? And it's kind of a 2-part question, so I want to know what it is, a 3-part question, really.
Really?
What it is, why, and what is your favorite movie from that franchise? What's your question?
So my question is, who is the raddest of them all?
Ooh, who's the raddest in the Radpack?
Who is the raddest in the Radpack?
Thank you for the opportunity to be able to ask you guys a question. We absolutely love and adore every single one of you, and we hope you guys all have an amazing night.
Bye, guys.
A little twofer.
Tonight.
A little twofer on that one.
Twofer, that
That
was
last
a
question is
fourfer.
going to tear us
Or
apart.
you're right. It was a kind of a forfer.
He said 2-parter, but he asked 3 questions.
Yeah. All right. So
That's a good
favorite
question.
franchise. I'll go. Friday the 13th. Go.
Really?
Oh God, yeah.
I wasn't expecting you to say that.
I
That's
wasn't
interesting.
expecting that either.
And do you want me to give my reasons or?
Yeah. What's your reason? Explain
Answer
yourself.
all 4 questions.
They're okay. My reason is because they're consistent. I think that they found a formula that works and they make it work. Like I look at Friday the 13th and I feel like there's none that are really that terrible. And there's the other big franchise you look, and I mean, I can name like 4 or 5 or 3 movies that I'm like, these not that good. So that's the one thing I say about Friday the 13th. It's consistently pretty much equal all the way across. And I think it's just because it's all kind of the same. So I kind of enjoy that format. So I think it just works. And for me, my favorite is probably, I'm going to say probably 4. 3 and 4 always bounce back and forth to me depending on the day. And 3 is more for me like a nostalgia reason because that was one of the first ones I saw. And I really, really love that one. And 4 is just, I think it just, to me, is like a slasher masterpiece. And when it comes to that kind of genre. So I don't know. 3 and 4 are basically like tied for me. And the raddest person in the Radpack, I mean, it's got to be Justin. It's got to be. It's got to be. I mean, look at this. This is what what you see here. What you see here is like this is rad, right? But it's like a slice of life. Like that's Justin all day, every day. When he's sending us videos,
lifestyle.
yeah, he does. And when he sends us pictures at like 2 a.m. of like empty pizza boxes and candy wrappers and movies and stuff, I'm like, shit, I want to live that life. Like
Garrett just lives vicariously through my radness.
He really does. He really does.
I do.
About your lifestyle all the time.
So I think in like the grand scheme of things, I think it's got to be Justin. I think because it's just this is it right here.
I appreciate that, brother.
Well, you convinced me. I agree.
Who are you gonna say? You're gonna say Garrett.
No, I didn't have an answer. I was going to let you guys go, and then I was going to just say the
Is it
same
me?
thing.
Oh.
No,
could've
I
just
was
picked
gonna
yourself.
say
I thought you were gonna say pick myself.
No, I was gonna cheat and I was gonna say we're a unit. So we count
Oh,
as one.
That's
great.
thinking Radpack right there.
That is thinking Radpack. That is thinking Radpack.
Yeah, so I'm the raddest, clearly.
That's my answer too.
All right, I like that answer. I do.
So
But I still like talking about the Justin life though.
I'm sure we're gonna hear about it all.
You're
the
gonna
way
experience the whole thing, brother.
We're gonna open that fridge and it's gonna be surge from like top to bottom. It's like insanity.
Sir.
There's
many
gonna be
fruit
like
snacks, bro.
7 empty pizza boxes in there.
We're gonna be getting some pizza. That's for sure.
When Justin's not making videos, he's always like at the theater and stuff. Like he just like it's just everything, you know. He just
I need to have it fully. I need to have the place fully stocked for you guys. You're gonna be able to do the whole Encino Man thing. Get every item like right.
You need an icy machine.
Oh God! Don't tempt me, man.
Justin
not
be
tempt
having
me.
me those by April.
I've looked at those before. They are awesome. I have.
Yeah, I sent you one, I think, right?
Yeah, you did. The thing is there's so much maintenance on those things because it'd be dope to have a popcorn machine too, but you're gonna use it once and then like never clean it. It's just gonna grow mold in the corner and be disgusting.
I have like a smaller one over here, and I never use it.
You have what?
I have a popcorn machine right here.
Oh,
and
do
I never
you?
use it. Yeah.
They still look cool as a display piece.
Yeah. So who's up next? Who wants to talk about their favorite horror franchise?
You can go, Justin.
She's good. Okay. So this was tough. I almost switched it right before I came in, and I was going to say Hellraiser just because I think it's so weird and unique. But you brought up a really good point, Garrett, that consistency is a thing. So that Hellraiser wasn't the most consistent. So, but neither is the one I'm going to choose. But we only count the first 3 movies in that franchise, and that's the Return of the Living Dead franchise. I said episode 3. Return of the Living Dead 3 is my favorite in the franchise. But I don't really count 4 and 5, like Rape to the Grave and the other one, Necropolis. I don't know. I've only seen either of those once, and I honestly don't remember a thing about them. Maybe I need to revisit them. I don't know. But there's something.
I just refuse to watch them.
I did too for the longest time, and I think I started watching Rape to the Grave one time, and I was just like, no, why did they do this? Christian did a whole like deep dive into both of those sequels, and I guess the original budget of those was supposed to be 1, and the studio was like, let's make more money, so they took the budget of what was going to be 1 movie and split it to make 2, so they ended up being really cheap and shit. But I just find that franchise all around to just be super unique. It's got scary moments. It's got tons of great practical effects. It's funny as hell. But the third one I feel like is really, really special, which is weird because it's so different from any of the other ones. It's like a completely different genre, but I don't know.
I'm glad you switched your answer, dude, because honestly, Hellraiser's like bottom of like my franchise love.
Yeah, I know you're not a big fan of that. And it really shits the bed in those last ones too, man. It really does.
I really like Hellraiser though. Those first few movies are
the first 3 are good, but
good.
everything after that is like I would never watch any of those again.
What do you think of Judgment? I actually didn't mind Judgment. It didn't feel like a Hellraiser movie, but
I might not have seen
the puke and where they're puking in the troughs and the guys in the paper and all that shit.
Was that like the most recent, not the remake, but the most recent before that?
It was the one right before that. Yeah,
I didn't see that one. The last one I saw was like the chunky pinhead or whatever. That's the last one I saw.
That thing
just got
beamed into oblivion.
I'm like, I'm done with this now.
So you guys didn't watch? I would say, I think it's called Judgment. I would honestly say that one's at least worth watching. It's the best. It's the best one that's been done in years and years. But, yeah. But ultimately, it's just the consistency isn't there throughout the whole thing. So I got to pick Return of the Living Dead.
It's a good pick.
Yeah. What you got, Mel?
Is
it the Blood Fart Lake franchise?
Yes. No, well, I was gonna go with Death Toilet franchise.
The major callback from like 5 episodes ago.
They're just really consistent, right, Tone Bone? Are you still there? No, I'm gonna go with the Evil Dead franchise. I absolutely love those movies. They're right up my alley with like my sense of humor. I love Bruce Campbell. They're pretty solid all the way through the TV show. The TV show was awesome. I wish they would have continued it, and they didn't. But yeah, I really like those. If I had to pick one of the heavy hitters, though, it would be A Nightmare on Elm Street because I really like Freddy, and I just feel like it's one of the more creative franchises. So that's my answer. I grew up with those two franchises, and we watched those the most, so that's why.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I mean,
Did you say your
I
favorite
think.
one?
Yeah, what's your favorite one out of those? Do you think?
what's my favorite movie? So Evil Dead 2, I think is my favorite.
That was great. Actually, I didn't even think about Evil Dead, but that's a great pick. I wasn't
Yeah.
even
When you
because
look
you're right.
back,
It never goes wrong. Like I
It
mean, even
doesn't
the show was great. The remake was great. I mean, so far so good, and
Mhm.
hopefully this new one keeps on track because
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm a little nervous about it, you know. But
Yeah, me
hope,
too.
let's hope they don't mess it up. They haven't messed it up yet, so.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
thought the
they just
trailer
kind
for
of
the new one was great.
consistently got better and better. I mean, they got cheesier and more corny, but I mean, that's just kind of what it was, you know?
Right.
So,
Yeah. Yeah, that franchise didn't move hands a bunch of times, so it was always Sam Raimi's little baby, you know?
mhm.
So there's just not a stinker in that whole franchise. They're all freaking good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was a great pick, guys. Mid-levels in here. He asked if that is going to have a bunch of like Skinny Marink knockoffs at the film fest. I hope not. Dude.
I wouldn't be surprised to be honest.
Oh
with you.
no,
I mean, there
Oh,
might be
no.
one or two.
jeez.
I like
What's
that
up?
movie, man.
What's up, MC?
What's up, MC?
Oh, you forgot. You've been busy, huh? All right. Okay.
You owe me. I get to skip the next voyage. I get to skip the next voyage.
She said get to.
Why is that what he said? If he wouldn't have said an end, you would get to skip, or are you not
No,
going to
but
be in town?
that's what I'm offering to not,
Oh.
put him in the doghouse.
Look at this. He's right though. Having a pet turkey named Thor is pretty rad, I guess.
God.
I'm glad we didn't cut that.
Throwback. I wish we would have. I really wish we would have.
Look at mid-level. Jason Goes to Hell's the best in the franchise. No. I also have an issue with your top 5 4Ks from Vinegar Syndrome, pal. So make sure you know what you're talking about next time.
What were his top 5s?
No, I mean they were okay, but he missed some. Good
Was Rad in there?
No, it wasn't in there. No,
Oh,
no, it wasn't in there.
Tix?
Should have
Was
been.
Tix in there?
Yeah, it
Sidekicks?
was like a slipless honorable mention or something, I think.
Well, in all fairness, he hasn't been diving into Vinegar Syndrome all that long, so he might have missed the older stuff, right?
Yeah.
I guess so, yeah.
Tammy and no Tammy and the T-Rex?
Nope.
No stiff competition?
And I mean, again, you guys might agree, but I don't agree. He also said that From Beyond is better than Reanimator, and I don't think that is the case
what
at
the
all.
hell's going on over there in mid-level media?
Oh my god, I just rewatched all of the Reanimator movies like a couple weeks ago. Oh, I forgot how good those movies
they're
are.
amazing.
So
Bride of Reanimator, that end is so gruesome.
It
I
is.
loved every minute of it. It was so
That movie's
amazing.
kind of a masterpiece. I feel like I haven't revisited that
is.
movie enough. I've only seen it a couple of times, and I really need to give that movie it's
It's
flowery.
100% a masterpiece. It's
Yeah.
charming, it's heartfelt, it's gory, it's all of the things. It's
I
ridiculous.
always missed Barbara Crampton though. You know what I mean? That always kind of bummed me out. But the actress that's in there is really, really good. That movie has like the practical effects in there are like Peter Jackson level. It gets kind of that wacky.
Mhm.
Just ripping her heart out and shit.
Yeah, dude.
Fucking
Like
crazy.
you feel so bad for her at the end too. You're like, no, she loves you. And
Her
then-
performance is
yeah.
amazing.
It
'Cause
is.
She does have pain. It's even as gory and as crazy as it is. It's still like it gets you right here.
It
you know
pulls
what I
at the
mean?
heartstrings,
Literally.
my guy. Yeah.
yeah.
I need to watch that one again.
Yeah, definitely. It's so good.
What that's one of there was a couple movies that I had got. I missed the limited edition of that from Arrow, the cool like black and green one. So I bought a used one off eBay.
Yeah.
And it was right about the time that I had got Pete when he was still a puppy, and there's 2 movies that he chewed on, got a hold of when he was a tiny puppy, and that is one of them. If I could reach it, I'd pull it off the shelf. But
I have it right here.
I had just got it with like that week, and I see I'm like, what are you chewing on? It was that and Society.
No.
Yeah.
The Arrow ones.
Yeah, those are 2 Brian Usna movies, aren't they?
Yeah.
I was so fucking pissed.
I have this one, but it doesn't have a slip.
Yeah. That's a good. I don't have that. I have a Steelbook box set or whatever.
That was a cool Steelbook
of 1, 2.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? I had like 1 and 2 on it, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I have of that. But I have the Arrow big deluxe, the original one.
Yeah,
I think the original, the first one is like, I think that first one is one of the best horror movies. I think it's one of the best of all time, in my opinion.
Yeah, that one's good too. They kind of lose it a little bit in the third one because it's not as gory. It felt a little. They like cheapened it a little bit. You know what I mean? Like they didn't do as many practical effects and stuff. So the third one is kind of
Beyond. Is that what it's called? Beyond Reanimator.
Yeah, Beyond Reanimator.
When he's in jail or whatever.
He's in prison. Yeah.
They must not have had the cash to like do all the cool shit.
Yeah.
No, but the great answers, guys. And again, we even get to bring up Reanimator randomly, which is cool because we never talk about that. And I actually don't think that gets talked about enough anywhere, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you're right.
Which could be another cool stream to do. Everybody's got we can have green lights going. It'll be nice.
I would.
Damn, that would. I would, dude. We're getting some great episode ideas.
Justin, I hope you're writing these down.
I already forgot the first one, but the Reanimator. Oh, it was the kids adventure movies.
Yeah, kids adventure movies.
I'm gonna write it.
Those are 2 actually. Yeah, write those down. Those are 2 perfect Radpack episodes.
Well, how about this? Since we're on the topic of that, why don't we talk about some things we got for next month before we get back into the calls? So next month we're gonna do a couple different things. We're gonna record an episode for the podcast, and we're gonna be talking about Problem Child and Problem Child 2, which I think we all really, really love that little franchise there, and it's gonna match up pretty good because I'm pretty sure the new Blu-ray's coming out. Mel, is that right?
Mill Creek is dropping it. I think March 7th. I don't know. It's the beginning of March.
So we'll do a big show. It'll be for the podcast, but it'll be on YouTube as well, but it won't be live. We're going to, dissect that franchise, talk about our memories with it, talk about the new Blu-ray and stuff like that. So I think it'll be really, really cool. But the live show,
who else is going to do a potentially 2-hour stream? Because it's going to be like 2 hours talking about goddamn Problem Child.
It's going to be awesome, dude.
Only on the Radpack, my friend.
That's right. I agree.
I literally guarantee you.
And hey, I've got good stories for that about that movie too.
Cool.
Like I've got as far as my memories and stuff like that. And I mean, you guys are gonna have to check it out because where else are you gonna see someone dressed in that devil outfit, Justin? Sick.
Oh shit, I forgot. We talked about doing like full on like cosplay.
Justin's gonna do it, man. The devil outfit with a little mustache on.
What if I got like red face paint? I'm fucking doing it, man.
And me and Mel are we're gonna be wearing bow ties.
Yep. All day.
Ritter is so good in that movie, man. I miss that guy.
That is amazing.
So
the live show that we have for March, it'll be live on YouTube. And I want you guys to hype this up. Okay. We always think Radpack, but unfortunately, Mid-Level Media let the cat out of the bag a little bit early. But next month's live show, we're going to be talking all things stinky, gross, slimy, garbage pail kids.
Hell yes. I'm excited about this one.
I am too.
So remember that it's #StinkRadpack for this month, for March, because we're going to be talking Garbage Pail Kids, the cards, the movies, our memories of it. It's going to be a fun chat. It's been a while since a lot of us have seen the movie. And it's definitely going to be a wild one to talk about for sure. Because it's one of those.
What's the date on that show? March what?
I think it's the last day of March. I think if that falls on a Saturday, I think.
Yeah. I really want to pick that movie apart too, because that's just I'm looking forward to watching that one again. It's such a dumpster fire, man. It's fun though.
Oh my god, it's one of those like it's so bad that it's kind of good movies, and I think it's going to be hilarious talking about that.
Does Trick or Treat Studios have any Garbage Pail Masks? Is there anybody that did Garbage Pail Masks?
I don't know. I know they did some Funkos and stuff. I have a couple of them, the little Funko Pops of the different characters and stuff like
Man,
that.
that would be a dope line of Trick or Treat Studios mask if they did some Garbage Pail Kids.
They
That'd be
might.
gross.
What'd you say?
So that'd be gross.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, look at Don's excited for Problem Child.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Us
And is
too.
that a pink My Bloody Valentine shirt, Mel?
Oh yeah, it is. I bought it for
Sick.
Valentine's Day and then I never wore it, but it's like pink tie-dye.
Look at that. That's nice. Where'd you get that out?
Where?
Yeah. Where's it from?
God, I don't remember now.
It's like all those different ones, Cavity Colors or something like that, maybe.
I thought that was your Killer Clowns one. Nice.
Terror? Oh no. Nope. My Bloody Valentine. Well, now I feel bad that I don't remember where I got it.
There's so many of those companies now, man.
What's the Terror one? Terror Rags? Is
Terror
that it?
Threads?
Terror Threads. I think
maybe that was it.
Yeah.
Christian's excited for Garbage Pail Kids. He spent $55 on his Blu-ray.
It's a cool edition. The slipcover's cool.
Yeah.
I bought that one like a long time after it was. What did he say?
I got rad tuition.
Rad tuition.
He's right. All right, gang. So we're going back to the calls. Let's see who's up next.
Hello, fellow nostalgia warriors. How you all doing? It's Tony here, master of the 80s. Now, you know my love of 80s and 90s cartoons. I have loads of it sat behind me. So my question to you guys is, do you like 80s and 90s cartoons? If so, what's your favourites? And do you collect any of them?
Oh, hell yeah. Master of the 80s, Tony. Thank you for sending that in. 80s and 90s cartoons. I love them. What do you guys think?
I love them too.
I don't watch a lot of cartoons, but I did when I was a kid, so...
Did you? So you did. Was it like a Saturday morning thing for you mostly?
Mostly, yeah.
Those were the days, huh? Just getting up early, watching like boatloads of cartoons like all morning. What are some of your favorites? I still love a lot of them, and I collect them as well. A lot of the nostalgia ones, like growing up. Like I've heard Nick talk about this on his AV Impulse. Mask. I think that was a really underrated show. Of course, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, G.I. Joe. Those were big ones for me. Ghostbusters, the real Ghostbusters is huge. I have it right behind me. I have the whole series of the cartoon. What about you guys? Anything that you really like that maybe other people weren't always watching?
I picked something off the shelf. My favorite back in the, I was a Nickelodeon kid, so I watched all the weird shit that was on there. My favorite was
baby.
Yeah.
Ren and Stimpy.
Ren and Stimpy was one of my favorites too.
Oh man, I used to love that show. It was so gross. I loved the animation and stuff, like the 50s aesthetic. It was just in the earlier episodes. I just still can't believe that that's what they thought children's programming was. Just, like the most disgusting and like off-color stuff. They did a whole documentary. I know it's what it is. Just bodily fluids, boogers, and all that shit.
Boogers and butts.
I love that show. I used to really like Doug. I watched Doug a lot, and of course all the Saturday morning stuff. But Rocko's Modern Life was a big one that I used to watch all the time back in the day. So yeah, for me it was a lot of the Nickelodeon stuff that I really, really liked a lot.
Nice.
I think Ren and Stimpy was almost like the perfect pick.
Yeah,
because like that was my jam. Snick right before Are You Afraid of the Dark every week. I mean, it was. I have all those as well. Those are great to have because I don't know if they're ever going to come out again. Something like that.
There's a lot of controversy with the creator, the John K guy. I think he's kind of a great dude. And they've done a couple, like they brought it back not too long ago, I think on Comedy Central. And they also did some dirty episodes like Ren and Stimpy Adult Party. I don't know if you guys ever saw any of those.
No.
It was a while, but I almost didn't need it to go that far. I kind of like it kind of just going right up to the line, but not fully crossing it. You know, I think there's something unique about that.
And what is it? It's going to sleep. What do you mean sleep? The big sleep. The big sleep. Remember that episode?
I don't remember that one.
Come on. Hey,
I don't
Jasper.
remember it.
Yeah, you remember when he was in jail and he was talking about getting put to sleep to the other dogs and they started freaking out?
Oh God, I need to
Come
watch
on.
that. I don't even. I feel like I just lost my fan card. I don't remember that episode.
Jesus.
I don't either.
How about the wrestling one with the guy where he took the
Now
wrestler's
that's
boot off
that's
and
like a
bit the
classic.
blister on his foot?
Oh gosh, and they always did the classic close up.
Like when he shows his teeth, when he's like, my teeth hurt. And it was like they're all moldy.
Oh, dude, that was so gross. You remember the nerve ending fairy? Where they were plucking each individual like nerve, like root out of the tooth,
Yeah.
and it was just like Jesus Christ. Powdered toast man, all that stuff. Because there was all those weird like vignettes and characters
Yeah.
and commercials in there.
What was it? Wood? Was it no log?
Log, yeah.
Log.
Such a unique show, man.
It was so cool. That was a great answer, man. And Mel, is there anything offbeat that you wanted to bring up when it came to those, or?
So I didn't watch a lot of cartoons, but I watched the Saturday morning ones. But when I got to stay at my grandma's, she had cable, so I got to see. So Ren and Stimpy and Beavis and Butthead were big for me. Heathcliff was big for me.
Heathcliff, yeah.
Heathcliff was amazing. It was like the dirty Garfield, or like the grungy Garfield or whatever.
I almost forgot about Heathcliff. That was
TMNT and Ghostbusters too. So those were. I don't collect them though because I'm not a big cartoon watcher now. So I don't have any of them. But I'm like probably gonna steal Justin's Ren and Stimpy when we're there.
There was some
Change your
really
mind.
cool sets of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like in the van or
There was like a
it the-
van one,
Yeah.
yeah. I actually just looked that up the other day, and it's like going for $200 and some dollars,
Oh,
like
God.
$270 for
I
that
figured, yeah,
complete
that
series
sucks.
van.
But you know
I
what? You
never
can
had
get that complete series at Walmart for like $40.
Can you?
Just
Yeah.
the standard.
It just comes in a big fat case. or
Yeah.
whatever.
Van.
Scooby Doo is a really good one. You guys like that? That was like always kind of like
Yeah, that was good.
gateway-ish,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That was cool. And
It was okay.
I'm trying to think of obviously Beavis and Butthead was a good one. Oh, did you ever see the Tales from the Crypt cartoon? That was pretty cool.
I never saw it.
Mm.
Yeah, it was called Tales from the Crypt Keeper. I think yeah, I have the DVD sets. I think there's only 2 series though. But that was a pretty cool movie. Cool show. But yeah, man, hey, thank you so much for your question. Awesome stuff. We'll go back to the chat really quick and see what they're chiming in with. Christian's in here. Look at this. Jetsons. That's a good one. Flintstones.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah. Jetsons was cool.
Sesburn, what's up? Problem Child Y still in print or available? Did I miss something? I don't know. I have both Problem Childs on Blu-ray already, so I'm not gonna get the new one.
I
think
the
it's
first one.
I think it's the same thing. It's just gonna slip now. I think that's the only change.
I think the one I have, didn't they do the retro VHS cover for one of them? I'm almost positive I have the first one like that, or maybe it's 2. I can't remember.
Did Mill Creek release the first Blu-ray?
I want to say they
I
did.
think
with that,
they
like,
did.
the tape
So
and
now
the
they're
stickers
re-releasing it with a slipcover?
Yeah, I don't think it. I mean, maybe mine doesn't have the slipcover VHS look. Mine's just a plain Blu-ray, and I think I have both of them. And I think what it was is they were Best Buy exclusives for a while, and then like they came and went, and then now I guess they're just re-releasing them. So I'm assuming it's the same edition. It's just now going to have that slip or whatever.
Yeah.
But a lot of people in the chat are saying a lot of cool stuff. Look at this. Radpack is international. Hell yeah. See that? Hell yeah.
Yeah, we had a couple really cool accents coming through those videos.
Mm-hmm.
Voltron, X-Men. These are good ones coming in. Nicktoons, Real Monsters.
Real Monsters.
Yeah, I mean we didn't bring any Disney stuff up, but those are more or less movies. Yeah. Gargoyles. I didn't really get into that one. I don't know if it was like maybe when I was aged out of cartoons at that point. I'm not sure. Garbage Pail Kids had a cartoon. I don't remember that.
I think they did.
Oh, Tales from the Crypt Keeper is on Tubi.
Ooh.
That'd be
Excellent.
cool to check
Cool.
out. God, Tubi fucking rules.
Tubi's
it
the
does.
shit, yeah.
All right, you ready for your next call, peeps?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Hey guys, is that the Radpack in there? This is Ken from Mid-Level Media, aka Kenny Levels, aka leader of the best faction, Blue Tuber faction on YouTube, Mid-Levolution. And the only question that I have for you guys, I'm gonna drop the gimmick real quick, is, I know you're big into 80s and 90s movies, but what's some of your all's favorite movies from the 60s? Maybe the 70s. Let's have a discussion on that, please. I will be waiting for your answer. Thanks, guys, and always be sure to think Radpack.
Is he? Is he all right? He looked like he was underwater, like in a fish tank or something, didn't it? It looked like it's like
tropical vibes. He's on vacation.
It's like an aquarium over there.
He just needed one pink light and he'd fit right in.
Oh my God. I love it. What do you want? 60s and 70s movies?
60s and 70s.
That's a big blind spot with me, man. The only one I could come up with are the two, I like the ones that everybody knows. Like The Birds is a lot of fun. Psycho.
Oh, I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
Night of the Living Dead.
Night of the Living Dead. Yeah. I couldn't even offhand think of anything other than like the big ones that I would.
Well, yeah, I mean that's kind of me too. I mean, again, but I mean, there's some that are big for me. Like you said, The Birds is one of those movies I grew up with. I watched that way more than I watched Psycho as a kid. But another good one is Taxi Driver is huge. I mean, I freaking love that movie.
Yeah, Taxi Driver.
And Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I mean, that's 70s. So,
Clockwork Orange.
Clockwork Orange, yeah. If you're talking 70s, we got like The Exorcist and Amityville Horror.
Oh shit, Alien. The first one wasn't that in the first one in 79?
Alien?
The first one, yeah.
It was either 79 or 80, but it could have been 79.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, again, there's probably a lot that I haven't seen from that era, but more or less like a lot of the horror stuff, like Rosemary's Baby, and I've seen a lot of those, a lot of the Hitchcock stuff. Trying to think of anything offhand that was more like mainstream. I don't know off the top of my head, but Taxi Driver is always one that I think about. That's one of my favorites for sure. I mean, you got the I don't even know, Godfather.
Yeah, Godfather.
But that's a cool question because we don't talk a lot about that stuff on this show. We talk mostly 80s and 90s, but yeah, a lot. I mean, 70s and horror. There's a ton of great stuff there for sure. Anything else that we didn't bring up?
Not that I can think of.
Yeah, not for me.
All right. Let me see what the chat's saying. Let's see if they're bringing up any good ones that we're not thinking of right here. Of course, Jaws. Yeah.
War of the Worlds. Isn't that 70s?
Christian said, yeah, Night of the Living Dead.
Lost Encounters of the Third Kind is what I was thinking of. Lost Encounters, yeah.
Let me see. Yeah, Alien, Mika said. Rocky. What's up, Bacon?
What's up, Bacon?
Like hundreds of movies in that, like before 1980, that I just are probably amazing and I would love. I don't know where to start.
Oh, I mean, I could go all day with Godzilla stuff. Yeah, I love Godzilla. What up, Huck?
Hey, Huck.
All right, let's see who's calling.
Hey guys, it's the Creepy Kentuckian here from Dead Pit Radio, deadpit.com. I was kind of roasted a little bit because I did not do a video of any sort on the last Q&A that the RadPack did, so I felt compelled to do one today. I don't want to, make Garrett cry anymore or anything. He cries enough when he stays up and does these 2 a.m. up all night streams. He looks like he's higher than a kite, but I know he's not because, he's too scared to do drugs, folks. But anyway, I know a little bit about a lot of the RadPack guys. Garrett I've known forever. Mel, I call her by Melody because we're that close. Justin, I know that he used to be a model for Just for Men, and, he's kind of a big deal. But in an attempt to roast Garrett just a little bit more, what is something that Garrett has said that is rad that you guys disagree with? For instance, for me, like, he really puts over boy bands and New Kids on the Block and and bullshit like that. And that's rad. That's sick. Well, I don't think so. I don't remember growing up as a kid that any boy liked New Kids on the Block, or at least admitted to it. But, you know, that's Garrett for you. You like what you want, man. New Kids on the Block, the Backstreet Boys, go for it. But what's something that you guys don't get that Garrett thinks is rad?
Listen, there's two things you do not do. You don't talk smack about the pack. You don't say anything bad about New Kids on the Block. Those two things you can't do. I can't have it. I won't take it.
That is the first time I've seen that. I have been laughing so freaking hard.
This shit is so. I was laughing my ass off, man, when I was cutting it.
Wow.
That's amazing.
He's got a great radio voice too, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
And you know what? I never said I liked Backstreet Boys. I don't like Backstreet Boys. I like New Kids on the Block. Right? And NSYNC was okay. And NSYNC was okay. Backstreet Boys, I never got into them. Never got into them. And you know what? Plenty of boys like New Kids on the Block where I come from.
I had a New Kids on the Block tape. Fuck it. I'll
See,
say it.
we were running around the recess playground singing New Kids on the Block. Me and 5 other boys, or 4 other ones, singing New Kids.
I'm a chick and I wasn't even listening to that shit.
Oh my goodness.
All right, Justin, you first.
I can't think, to be honest with you, I was trying to rack my brain about it. I can't really think of anything that you've really like gushed over that I like hate or anything.
No, nothing.
No. If you give me some examples, I can tell you if it sucks or not.
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure I probably say a lot of things like when you tell me you like things and I say that they suck, and then that might not be kind of rad.
It's usually that. It's usually I'm telling you about something that's really dope, and you're like, it fucking sucks. I turned it off after 15 minutes.
So that might not be rad. That's kind of like a non-rad thing that I do. I don't even give it a chance or anything. Yeah, that's not rad.
You're a tough sell, man. You are a tough sell. You know what you like, though.
But listen, when I like it, though, then you know it's good because it's like, that's the thing. What do you got, Mel?
Control.
Okay, so there's just one thing.
Shit.
That was not rad. Just to me, though, and it's gonna break some hearts in the chat. So I'm sorry, everybody, but
I wish we had a drum roll.
This is like the first thing that came to my mind, and I was like, shit. I don't even want to say it. I'm gonna get hate for it. But when you said that Fright Night was better than The Lost Boys, or that you liked it over The Lost Boys, I was like, that's not fucking rad, man.
I think. Listen, we already had this discussion. Lost Boys won, but I think at the end,
because of the chat, though.
It's weird because I like Lost Boys more, but I think Fright Night is an overall better film.
See, that's not rad. It's not that I don't like Fright Night. I do. I like it like I like a lot of other movies, though, and it's not that cool.
You're starting to sound like Kenny Levels over here.
I'm just saying.
All right. No, it's all good. Let's see what the chat has to say about this. All right, let's see. People like it.
I know. I'm gonna get kicked off the rad.
No, they're liking Wes's thing.
So for the record,
they all want to talk about
Night isn't cool.
No,
it's cool. It's just not that cool.
They want to know more about Justin's modeling career. That's what they want to know about.
Just for Men.
I did a lot of Just for Men box art.
Yes.
Back in the day, way back in the day. They let me keep the beard.
Look at Tony. Like what you want. See.
I like that. Look at that solidarity.
Look at this. Look at Cody. He knows. Cody knows.
Kids for life.
Oh, New Kids on the Block cartoon. That was so sick. We forgot about that. Look at this. See?
Who watched that?
I watched it.
You got a lot of people showing up for you.
Is that not rad?
That's not rad. For the rest of the episode, me and Justin are just gonna call out every time something happens. That's not rad.
It's
I'm seeing a lot of love for New Kids on the Block in the chat, man.
My like variety of music is it's pretty large. Like, I mean, I don't like country or anything like that, but I mean, I've seen, hair bands. I see them now, like when they come around. I was really big into the hardcore scene for a while. So, I mean, I've seen all those, heavy bands and stuff like that. If you check out Hatebreed, I Will Be Heard. I'm in the music video for that song. So check that out. See if you can find me in the mosh pit, kicking and swinging and spin kicking and whatnot. Yeah, I'm in there.
Damn.
But
Spin kicking?
oh yeah.
Reverse roundhouse.
I was. Oh yeah.
Nice to clip that.
We'll have to find it. But yeah, if you check it out, it was their official music video. And so I mean, I've seen the Midnight. I mean, like I love a bunch of different things, but I will say New Kids on the Block may be one of the groups I've seen the most in my whole life. I saw them once as a kid, and then I've seen them probably like 5 times as an adult, maybe.
Damn, that's on the internet forever.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, I think they're better now than they were when we were kids. I think. And see, Tim knows. He knows.
So would you say you have a passion for New Kids on the Block?
A passion? I don't know. I just think they're really good. I think they're great. They were able to reinvent themselves. I mean, how can you deny that? They were like hated universally, and they came back, and now they're like loved.
Their tours when they tour, man, they still, I mean, they're making millions still to this day.
Yeah, I mean, look at all the old pitches. If you type in New Kids on the Block, dude, they dressed super rad. They knew what was going on. Bunch of chicks and stuff. They knew.
Mel, what do you think about all this? Everything? Are you taking all this in?
I guess. I don't know.
See?
I never fangirled over them, so I don't know any of what you're talking about.
Oh,
you know what's funny though? I will say I had the New Kids on the Block tape, but I didn't like. None of my friends were listening to that shit, and see now I'll do some little friendship freedom talk here. There was a girl who lived down the street, and we used to sit in her bedroom and listen to our New Kids on the Block tape. So I wasn't like out with the homies. It was me and the girl down the street.
I love
it.
Maybe I was just macking on her and trying to act like I liked it.
Yeah, for sure. 100%. That better have been what you were doing.
That's what it was.
Oh my God. Let me see. Oh, now Tony the Dead's talking about Weird Al and whatnot. I see. Yeah, I didn't like, well, I mean, I kind of like it now. I didn't like when they did NKOTB. At first I didn't like it, but I mean now it's okay because
that does sound cool.
What are they gonna do now? But great question, Wes. That was good. It got everybody in the chat all fired up. It was
Can we do a New Kid stream?
Oh, dude,
no.
hell yeah.
I was the most excited I've ever seen Garrett get about.
I know, right?
For real? We can
Add
do
that
the
to the
whole
list.
career.
Put it on the list.
No, I'm not writing it down.
No.
Dive into the early lives of Donnie and Johnny and Tommy.
Hell yeah.
Or, I don't know all of them.
All right, we'll go to the next question. The next one.
Hey, Radpack, what's up? It's your boy Chad of Horror Movie Barbecue, and I am so excited to be joining you today. I've been loving the Q&As and all the videos lately, so this is a lot of fun. My question for you guys is, if you could have the bedroom of one sitcom or movie kid, what would it be? I usually go back to the room that the Taylor kids had on Home Improvement, and even the one Randy had when he moved down to the basement. I always thought those rooms were pretty cool. Can't wait to hear your answers. Garrett, I can't wait to see you at 90s Con. We're going to rock and roll like we always do, brother. See you guys around.
Oh! I've always wanted to say this. Chad from Horror Movie Barbecue says, because I have this podcast, and sometimes he'll write in on Twitter, and they'll be like, Horror Movie Barbecue says. Horror Movie Barbecue says.
It's a catch.
And I've always wanted to say that. Yeah. Thanks, dude. That was a great question, man. I mean, I guess now that you said it, I would probably choose Home Improvement. Those bedrooms were killer. Like his upstairs.
It was the beds being on the platforms and shit. I always thought that was so cool, man.
And then when he went down to the basement and built his own down there, it was like still super sick.
Yeah.
If I think off the top of my head, the Mark's bedroom in Salem's Lot was really cool. Obviously, Corey Feldman's, the Tommy Jarvis bedroom was pretty cool, with all the masks and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. You guys can go if you have anything, and I'll try to think of anything else off the top of my head. But
I had one picked out, and I couldn't. I looked for the Blu-ray, and I guess I don't own this Blu-ray, which is just insane.
I think Justin and I are gonna have the same answer.
Oh, for real?
Mhm.
So I didn't have the Blu-ray, but I got the shirt.
Yeah, I knew it.
Trickster.
I knew it.
Dude,
Brain
his room, and it
scan.
wasn't just like. Although I always thought attic rooms were like so dope when they're like just kind of like dark and cool and shit, but he had the computer, he had the, you know, the auto dial, yes, master. And he had the whole computer set up and all the video calling with his homies and shit. And also he had like a full kitchen in there. He had like a refrigerator. It was like a whole apartment upstairs in there. And man, I thought that room was cool as hell.
Yeah, me and my brother used to compete on who would get his room, like theoretically, you know.
Hell yeah. So that's your pick too?
Yeah, brain scan would totally be my pick. Me and my
Fuck yeah.
brother used to argue about that room all the time, and he always got it for some reason.
How do you argue about having a room that you'll never be in?
Because we were kids.
Just hypothetically?
That's like what
That's hilarious.
what we would do.
You don't get this imaginary bedroom. It's mine.
Yeah, you're not cool enough for this. You're a girl, whatever.
That's funny.
Yeah, so when I was a kid, that was the bedroom that was like the coolest of all. Now I would totally take like the entire home from It's Complicated.
I don't know what that is.
Never saw that.
It's a Meryl Streep movie, but man, the house in that movie is
it
just
cool?
so baller. Yeah.
Is that really?
Mhm.
That's killer. I can't think of anything else, but people are putting good ones in there. Like this is a good one too. Little Monsters, like Ben's bedroom was cool.
Oh, yeah. Only if you could really like go underneath the bed into the monster world.
Oh, you know what's another really
We had all the
cool one?
baseball cards and stuff like need 'em, got 'em, got 'em, got 'em, need 'em, got 'em, need 'em, need 'em. They had all the cards and things.
I like the Christmas
Yeah,
lights.
Doritos everywhere. Yeah.
Oh shit, I think I forgot it. What was it? Oh, the Tom Hanks in Big, his loft in New York.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
How
a good
amazing.
one, man.
That's a good
good
one.
answer.
The
He had like a
trampoline.
trampoline. Hell
Yeah.
yeah. That's sick.
They had the Pepsi machine that was free. You just
That
all
might be
stocked
one of
up.
the top ones right there. That was a good call on that one.
Fuck yeah.
That's what Mel wanted to do. Like when she was little, she got her apartment. She would have made that Tom Hanks bedroom.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Trampoline and a pop machine. Boom.
So sick. Oh, kids, they're saying that somebody in the chat mentioned the kids' room in Poltergeist. That's a
Yeah.
good one.
That is cool.
But no, that was a cool question, Chad. Thank you for that one. All right, we're almost done here. Couple more call-ins. Let's see who's next.
Hey Radpack, it ain't no butterflies here. My question for you is, what is your most embarrassing cinema story? I'm excited for the answers. Stay rad.
Oh, ain't no butterflies, man. Heck yeah. And another international.
I know, right?
Love it. I love
Radpack's
it.
gone international. It's cool seeing these faces because we've seen him in the comments for a long time, man. Good to see you.
Yeah.
Put the face to the name.
Definitely. I'll let you guys go first. I got to think about this.
Yeah, I don't really have one. I mean,
This was the toughest question out of the whole thing, and I couldn't really think of anything. I wasn't sure if it was implying like a bad experience at a theater or something like that. I never really had any bad experiences like at the cinema or anything like that. I could say I have some regrets, like not seeing certain things. There's two events that happened that I was just really bummed that I missed, and one, Garrett, which we talked about not too long ago, was the Hateful Eight Roadshow. I was just devastated that I missed that. I slept on the tickets and it sold out. And the Tusk, when Kevin Smith was touring with Tusk and doing the Q&A, that was the first one he ever did, I believe, where he started touring the movies, and I missed that as well. So not really like an embarrassing story, but just I'm really bummed that I didn't get to experience those, like, you know, in a theater during that first run. That would have been cool.
well, I've like fallen asleep at the theater before, just during like a really boring movie or something. That's not really embarrassing to me anyway. I think the only embarrassing thing that I can think of is how many times I went and saw Titanic.
Oh, no. That works.
It was an extreme amount of times, and like those first couple weekends, it was like the tickets were sold out, but they were still letting people come in, and we were sitting in the aisles and stuff, not even in seats watching this thing. Yeah.
That was an event. How many times did you see it?
It was a ton.
Like 10?
Yeah, like 10. Because
Holy
so
shit.
I'm from a village, right? And our movie theater only has one screen.
Yeah.
And it like the rotation of movies, it would get a movie and it would sit in that theater forever. So like Titanic sat, especially if it was a movie that was in other theaters for a really long time,
Yeah.
it would be in our theater forever. So Titanic was in our theater for like months and months. So just every Friday was like, we go to the movies. So every Friday we went and saw a movie. Well, Titanic, we went and saw it like every day.
That's awesome.
Funny.
I was pretty big into that movie. I'm not gonna lie. Like that was a really cool movie, man. I was always into James Cameron, so I get that.
I mean, I guess if I had to watch a movie 10 times in the movie theater, Titanic is a really great one, but it's also embarrassing because I didn't go for the theatrics and the great special effects and stuff. I was a young woman. I went for Leo. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. That was that was like his moment. He was doing like Romeo and Juliet, and Basketball Diaries, that whole early run of his career. There's a bunch of good shit.
Nice. I don't know. There was one time I went to go see. I mean, it wasn't really embarrassing, but Austin Powers 2, and I think it might have been the beginning when the girl was like talking to him, and she was actually a fembot, so she kept like glitching a bunch of times. And I was with my friend Keith, and he literally stood up and he looks up back at the thing. He's like, "What the hell's going on here?" Like he was all upset. He like screamed it because he thought the projection thing was like all messed up. So he was like so mad. And then all of a sudden it was part of the movie or whatever. And I remember looking up and him like sitting down like shameful once he realized that like it wasn't really messed up.
Got him fired up, huh?
Yeah, he was so mad. I mean, that's the only thing. That's the only weird thing I can remember. I mean, plenty of bad experiences as far as like, you know, people being disappointed or loud or whatever. I fell asleep. What I fall asleep doing not too recently. Oh, The Nun. I fell asleep completely out cold for The Nun.
Was a
but I don't.
So you see like 2 movies a year in the theater, and you pick The Nun to go see?
Well, that was before
The Nun and Austin Powers 2.
Back then though, when Austin Powers 2 was out, like I was literally seeing a movie like every week.
Yeah.
But back then I was seeing a movie every week. But I can't get out to see movies now. The Nun was like a random.
See The Nun.
Yeah, it was like a random. I'm trying to think why I went to that because I wouldn't have normally went.
That's my pick.
I did like
that Garrett thought was rad. That
I didn't think it was rad. You know what it was? It was like a family like. No, what was? Why'd I go there?
You were just stoked on it, man.
I went to the movie to see The Nun because I
there was a bunch
was hoping it was going to be good.
There was a bunch of people with us, and I can't remember why. Like, oh, you know what it was? I think my brother and his friend does writes movies and directs and stuff like that, and he always wants to go see different things. So every once in a while, like on a Saturday morning, we'd go to like a random movie. I think we saw Hereditary, Midsummer, and stuff like that. For whatever reason, I think we saw The Nun, and I passed out. It was like in the morning on like a Saturday or something randomly. But we haven't done that in a long time. But back then, when Austin Powers was out, like I was seeing a movie at least once a week. Back then. But Austin Powers is a banger. I haven't seen that movie in a long time though. I haven't seen any of those movies in a long time, but I loved them. You big Austin Powers fan, Mel?
I've seen them all. The third one is it Goldmember? Was Goldmember the third one?
Yeah.
With what's his face?
Who was in it?
Fred Savage.
Oh yeah,
the mole thing.
Mole. That part where they're like facing each other and he's like trying not to say anything, and then the stick just comes out of nowhere and starts poking him in the face. I've never laughed so hard. It's hilarious.
Those movies are classic.
Well, actually, no. And now Mr. Tony the Dead brings up some goodness. He said, coming out of the theater to watch Back to the Future Part 2, we all pretend to be on hoverboards, thinking now that was embarrassing.
Oh, that's fun though.
Now that you say that, there's a couple other ones because I used to go to the movies a lot back then, and I can remember when we went to go see the first Jackass movie, and of course, everybody in that theater were like freaking animals, like before it came on. No, I wasn't, but like that's what a lot of kids were doing. They were like trying to show like how like who was like the most jackass of a person or whatever. I can remember these kids like these kids like over there were like jumping over the seats and like doing somersaults and stuff. And then I remember I was with a bunch of people and my friend Mark went over and they were like all talking about something. My friend Frog's like, "You want to see something, Jackass?" And he like pulled his sleeve up and he has a Ghostbusters tattoo, like the logo, like right here. It was like, "Oh my god, that's crazy!" Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I can remember
wild
that.
scene, man.
I can remember that. It was crazy back then. You know, obviously when the movie got out, people like were walking out of the theater and kids are like jumping in the bushes and stuff. They're like trying to reenact like the movie.
That was an era, man.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, definitely was. What's up, man?
Yo.
All right, let's go back to the chat here. Back to the vids. And what do we got?
You know something, brother? I've been hearing all this bullshit about the RadPack. But let me ask you a question. What are you gonna do when Raz comes for you, brother?
I
Uh-oh.
love how he has like a dish towel on his head. That's like a string hanging off of it.
That is
below budget wrestler there.
That is Uncle Rad. What is he doing? This guy.
That was the Raz. That wasn't Uncle Rad.
That was Raz,
the
yeah.
Raz.
Oh my god. See, he's trying to get on the stream, and this is the type of stuff he has to pull to try to get on here.
Trying this for the better part of a year. Anything to get on the show. These ridiculous shenanigans.
He is killing me.
That aren't
He
tolerated.
is killing me. Uncle Rad. Is he in the has anybody seen him? Is he in the chat?
I haven't
Anybody
seen
seen
him.
Uncle Rad hanging around the chat? Raz. Get out of here. The human suplex machine, Raz. Blowing smoke he is, see? He had a ShamWow, he said.
He's gonna sign up for another Google account and make another YouTube.
Wow, I love it.
That is so funny.
Raspberry.
Let me see. What's up, Dakota? Hey guys, late starting tonight. Go to watch the replay later. Just wanted to stop in. Hey, thank you so much.
Thank you.
So guys, anything else going on in your channels? Because again, we're on the RadPack channel, and if you guys look, I'm at Born to Be Rad, Mel's at My Killer Podcast, and Justice at Movie Watch Daily. Before we get into more of the calls, is there anything going on your side of things on your channel that everybody's going to look out for?
What you got, Mel?
I have a Voyage episode coming up on March 1st. That's about it, I think. It's not going to be a fun one. It's going to be unfortunate. Thanks, Tonebone, for this one.
Can you say what you're going to watch?
I don't even remember. It's not G-rated. Something to do with dog, like a lady giving a dog a blowy or something.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Freak on a Leash or something. I don't know. Tonebone, what are the names of the movies? Yeah, they're terrible.
Sounds like a classic.
Do you want to be a guest?
We love it. I love that dumb shit.
Come be my guest, and you're gonna watch these terrible movies.
Get at me.
And how about you, Justin? Anything?
I'm trying to think here. I have several videos that I still need to edit. I have two on Movie Watch Daily. I have 2 episodes of my podcast that will be coming out hopefully this week. Acquired Takes with my co-host Jason. We have a full Skinamarink like discussion. I know you guys love that movie. We're going to be talking about that. I just dropped my Cocaine Bear review. I got all kinds of stuff. I always got stuff.
I saw the thumbnail for that. That looked good. I need to watch your review of that.
Oh yeah, that's a fun movie, man. I will say, while that's in the theater, go see Cocaine Bear. It's
really
awesome.
I've heard like
wanna
not that
see
good
it.
things about it.
I've been hearing good things about it. That it's just fun.
Yeah, it's just dumb fun, man. It was great to go see a movie like a ridiculous premise like that. Just and they go for it. Like, could it have used like maybe just a little bit more? They could have like pushed it a little bit further, but for what it was, it's great. Ray Liotta's last like completed movie. So
yeah, I'm not
and
sure
the last
about
film he's ever going to be seen in is Cocaine Bear.
That's kind of cool though, especially if the movie's like good fun.
They just set it up really quickly. There's cocaine dumped out of a plane during scenario that's happening. Bear eats cocaine. Bear kills people. Fucking little kids are doing cocaine in that movie. Like these 8-year-old kids. Like they go for it, man.
You know what? That doesn't sound up my alley at all. So I'm gonna put that on the back burner.
That sounds like I'm gonna have a jolly good time with that movie.
That's fun. That'll be on my someday list probably. Check that one out.
And my other channel, Dead Couch. You can check that out too.
What do you got coming
yes,
up over there?
Stuntman Mark. That is the movie. Just FYI.
Sleeping Dogs Lie. I know Sleeping Dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. So what do you said? You said you're going to do a review on Skinny Marink, Justin?
Yeah, me and Jason, my Acquired Takes co-host, we filmed a pretty in-depth review for that one. So
cool.
Which I really enjoyed that movie. I did like it. So shout out Skinamarink fans out there.
That's another one I fell asleep to and tried to show
I get it. Like I get it if people don't like it doesn't surprise me that movie didn't go over super well. It's really wacky. It's out there. That's all I got.
What do I got? Tomorrow I'm doing simulcast with Dead Pit and Pop's Movie Dungeon. We're doing Scream Factory Year 6, talking about all the releases from Scream Factory in that year, all the highs and lows. I think Year 6 is probably the year that I started not getting everything. Like I really started being a little more picky because I don't know. I don't remember what was coming out, but they were doing a lot of like collaborations with IFC and stuff. And so I don't know. I haven't even looked to see what's on there yet, but I have a feeling that I don't have everything. I had all the collector's editions probably, but that's about it. And then Rad Company next Wednesday, you guys are going to come hang out. I'm going to be with Jamie Van Leemer. If you guys don't follow him, you've got to check him out on Instagram at Jamie Van Leemer. He does have a YouTube actually, but he just does like some lives like while he's eating and stuff. But you can check him out there. But it's going to be a fun time. Definitely a character I want to kind of learn more about. So if you guys don't know him, you definitely want to check that show out this Wednesday night. So
I'll be there.
You'll be there. I'll be there. Dig it.
That'll be a super interesting episode.
Oh, it will be. It'll be a very interesting episode. I'm sure he's got, I just got to hear this dude's story if you haven't checked him out. I posted one of his videos on my stories today on Instagram, just so you guys can get an idea of, who he is or whatever. But pretty cool, pretty interesting. I'm sure it'll be an interesting conversation. Mr. Tony the Dead is saying you can pre-order the Scream Popcorn Bucket. I know I did, and I know Mel did. And you know what we were thinking, Justin? If you can get your hands on them, I guess I'll take one.
Still get them, and then we can cancel our pre-orders that aren't going to come until August.
They're not coming until August.
Yeah, they're not coming until August, so it's like we're not even going to have them for the movie.
I did order one. I actually just noticed my buddy bought some tickets for. I knew I was going to see the movie, but I didn't know we got tickets to like some fan event. So I think they're going to be available there because I went to my local theaters and a couple of them weren't selling them until the 9th. So I know a lot of people have already been getting those, but I'll snag a couple extras if I can.
I want all the things.
Didn't it come with wasn't there other stuff too? There was a cup.
There was like a cup, and then I even saw somebody post that there was a plushie. So
that's cool.
I will take all 3.
You can just get me the bucket. But
that'd be cool if they start doing all kinds of like cool like collector's items with movies. I mean, that's a good way for them to bring in revenue. But like, that'd be for all the new stuff. That'd be rad.
Cody says he is fan event. What is that? Because I'm gonna go see it. I'm actually gonna go to the movie and see it next week. I probably won't get there till Friday. But what is the fan event?
To be honest with you, I don't really know all the details of it. I just know it was like a special thing. I really don't even know what all it entails.
Yeah, Tony says it's better to have them until August. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I'm not necessarily in a rush. Like, I don't need to be at the theater with my ghost face popcorn thing. But I'll wait for mine in August. I won't cancel it because I'll take one out of the wrapper and I'll probably display it somewhere and I'll keep one in just, in case it becomes like a collector's item someday or something, then I'll just have to.
I know we're going to be seeing those things on eBay for like $200.
Well, that's the thing. They already were, and people have already been spending like close to $100 on them, and now that I'm sure they regret it. Yeah, because they're saying that people went in and just bought almost all of them and just resold them, and like you said, I think you brought it up, and you said you think a lot of these theaters sold these things early because it doesn't really make sense that they'd be gone before the movie even comes out.
Yeah.
Well, but wasn't it Cinemark's Instagram, like their professional Instagram said that you could get them at some theaters early? So I feel like what's happening is some of the theaters are releasing some of their stock early and then they're holding the rest for the movie. Because
Building
like
hype
my
for it or
theater sold out of their pre-movie stock. But
Oh,
I'm
really?
assuming they're gonna have more day of, you know.
Maybe that was just a strategy, like just drip out a few of them to get people all us nerds like freaking out about them.
Yeah, and then people really freaked out, so they're like, "Oh, we should put this online."
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, you're probably exactly right. And I don't have Cinemarks around me, so that's why I wasn't able to get one. They just don't have them here. We have like Showcase and AMC. Do you guys have like both of those out there too, where you guys are?
AMC and I have one Cinemark.
You do. Do you guys have Showcase cinemas at all?
No, we
That's-
have B&B,
that's the other one, yeah.
Cinemark, AMC. We have all of those.
Something Mark says the fan event is a 3D screening and a poster.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh.
Yeah, people are talking about 3D. I didn't even know that it was a 3D movie.
Yeah, is that I didn't know it was a 3D movie either, to be honest.
I don't know that I would want to see it in 3D anyway.
It's interesting.
Will you put the glasses over those glasses, Justin, do you think?
Yeah. 100%.
It's like a tinted 3D.
I love it.
That is so funny.
All
All right, we gotta
folks put the blue blockers or the big giant.
Actually, I have a Regal too. Somebody just said. Mr. Tony of the Dead said that assigned seating. Yeah, my theaters have assigned seating now.
Yeah.
You guys as well? Yeah.
I actually
guess-
kind of like that because I just get too stressed out about not getting seats.
Yeah.
Right.
It's nice to
I don't even know what this is. I've never been to 4DX. I don't know what that is.
That's the that's like the chairs that I think it's the stuff that the chairs move and all that shit. We talked
yeah.
about it in a couple.
Oh
episodes.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they could have those around me. I've never been to one though.
They're cool.
Yeah.
All right. See who's up next.
What's up, Radpackers? I got a question. So, what is your most unique, most limited, most rare, most rad even, piece of physical media in your collection? I'm sure the Radpack universe wants to know. Thanks for taking the time out to answer my question. This is Stuntman Mark, signing out. And for those of you that are watching and listening, don't forget the most important thing. Stay rad.
Oh, Stuntman
That
Mark.
was cool.
That was awesome, man. I love that. He's in the chat right now. Thanks, man. That was killer. Yeah. Physical media. What is that?
Yeah, no, Justin's already whipping his out.
That was my way.
Is that the full moon thing?
That was my tablet that I had the chat up on. I have a couple items here that I had
Let's see it.
up.
What do you got?
So I couldn't just pick one, so I picked a couple. Because I picked, I'll just show you one. This was my first choice, and then I realized I have some other shit that's like cooler. So this one's really cool. This was limited to, I think it was 666 copies, and that's the NSM Records Ginger Snaps media book box set. So it's got like a little like wood grain deal here. All the media books slide out. I don't know if you can see that.
That's awesome, man. I've never seen that before.
I think I watched this unboxing on your channel. Isn't this one of your first videos?
First thing I ever posted. I don't even show my face on it. But it's really, really cool. And then each one has got that one. I don't know if you can see that. The artwork's fucking really cool.
Yeah, I can't believe that franchise got that treatment.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's crazy.
That company has put out a bunch of cool shit. And then this is another cool piece. Garrett, you guys talked about this. You and when you talked to Katie Video the other day. Great episode, by the way.
Thanks.
This Midnight Mass VHS box set.
That's
So
insane, dude.
Yeah, it's out, and this is, she was talking about that when you guys were talking about her special releases, and that handmade wooden box that has artwork on. It's got like the foil artwork on each side, and then you pull this off, this little plastic cover that comes out, and then all of the I haven't opened this in a long time. Yeah, and then these cool. They all have. Oh shit. Katie video's rad. Big fan.
All right, well,
big fan.
Okay, that's what I'm stealing then from Justin's.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, that is very
Keep
cool.
showing
actually.
us more stuff, Justin, so we
And
can start making a checklist.
That is awesome.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite things, but it's still not the number one. Sorry, Katie. And this is probably you guys think this is the stupidest thing in my whole collection. So
not that thing with the paper. No, not the no more. Not that paper again. He keeps pulling this thing out every time.
Fucking envelope.
That paper, not that paper. Holy shit. That fucked me up, Garrett. That's hilarious. So this is the paper, and it's not just a paper.
Kind of.
This is signed. So what I got is a VHS copy of motherfucking Coven. Garrett, have you watched American Movie yet? Okay. No. So yeah, this is a copy of Coven. This is one of those things. If you know, you know. Mark Borchardt, he first got famous in American Movie. It's a documentary about him, Mark Borchardt, making this movie. And this paper that it came with, which is cool as hell, is signed. You can't see it, but it's signed by Mark Borchardt. Thank you so much for your Colvin VHS order. Have a great holiday. Fantastic New Year. Stay strong and keep the faith. Mark Borchardt, 2019. R.I.P. Mike Shank.
Is it Coven?
It's Colvin.
Oh, okay.
If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about.
All right. I haven't seen it.
It's a reference. And I'm going to cover my address here. And then also, if you see it for American movie fans, they're going to know this and think it's cool. Northwest Productions right there. So
nice.
If you know, you know. Garrett, watch American Movie.
You know what? I don't even know what I would even say for this. I mean, I don't know if I have anything super valuable. I have little
like
things.
Special.
Like,
You
I
have
mean,
a billion things. That's Stranger Things bike. I think that's one of the coolest things in your collection.
What? Oh, the bike. Yeah, but I thought he said physical media.
Oh, that's right. Not just any collectible. You're right.
Yeah. I have a lot of cool stuff other than that. I don't know. I mean, I have a lot of out of print stuff, but nothing cool like that. Like, I don't have a lot of things from overseas or anything. The only couple things I have from overseas, I have the Anchor Bay Phantasm ball. That first one that they came out with all the movies in it. I have something from the UK for Rocky Horror Picture Show that comes in like these big lips. It's like a huge case. There's lips about like that big, and like it's got that in there. It's pretty cool. Stuff like that. I mean, I have a pretty cool Exorcist set that came out a long time ago. It's in this big black box, and it's got like a piece of like film in it and stuff like that. But that's about it. I mean, other than just the regular old, like Fright Night 2, the DVD's out of print. Like, I have that and stuff like that.
What about Airheads? Did you get that like coveted like micro release of Airheads that came out?
No, I only have that on DVD. I didn't get the Blu-ray of it, but I don't have anything cool like that. That damn Midnight Mass thing and that leather book is freaking awesome. Like, that's really cool.
Yeah. Cool shit.
Mel, how about you?
So the rare item in my collection that I don't have yet. So, so like the coolest thing in my collection, I don't even have yet. Yeah, the only thing.
Is it the Lost Boys thing?
Yeah. But yeah, like the only things I have are OOP things too. Like my most coveted OOP thing, I don't have it with me, is my Burbs Arrow steelbook.
Oh yeah.
But that's it.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I have to get out there and get some of these overseas things. I didn't know they were doing some cool boxes like that, man.
Yeah, Nameless Media and NSM, like they're kind of hard because you have to go to like that weird like German site, and it's like It's like a whole thing, but there's some a lot of media books. They do a lot of media books and box sets. Like there's a Ghoulies media book that came from Nameless and some other companies that really cool. I remember when one company put out like multiple editions of Hitcher. Do you guys remember that when there was like 4 different Hitcher media books that had all kinds of different artwork and shit?
No, I have
Oh.
0 media books in my collection. 0. I mean, I have that Planet of the Apes head. Remember that thing? I don't know if that's
cool.
worth anything now. There's like a Terminator head. Do you have that thing?
No, that one's awesome. I know what you're
I have
talking
that
about.
one. Yeah, it has like Terminator 2 inside it and stuff. I'm trying to think what else. You know, like those tins, the Evil Dead tin. It was like a big tin that Anchor Bay did. I have that signed by Bruce Campbell.
That's awesome.
I got the wooden Wickerman box. I mean, but I don't know if those things even are valuable now.
That's
or
all
not.
cool shit.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, but it's all DVD stuff. I don't have a lot of newer
Didn't
things.
Dead
I mean,
Alive have a super limited Blu-ray?
yeah, I sold mine for big money. Yeah, because I at the time I was like, why is this thing worth so much money? And I sold it for $200.
Holy shit!
Thinking that it was gonna. I'm like, this thing's gonna get re-released definitely, and it hasn't still. So I mean, I still have the DVD of it, but I don't have my Blu-ray anymore.
It'll come out. Peter Jackson's working on that shit.
I'm curious on why it hasn't.
He wants to do the restoration himself. He wants to restore his first like few movies himself and do some kind of a set. That's what he's. I don't know. He said that for fucking years, so who knows if it's ever coming.
Yeah, people are loving those media books, man.
That was such a random thing. I don't even know where I heard about it, and I happened to go to Diabolic DVD, and they had one left. They may have even tweeted about it or posted it somewhere that they had an extra. I just jumped on it, man. Super cool set.
No, that was good, man. Those are great. I'm shocked by that damn Midnight Mass with the glass and stuff like that. It's wild.
Yeah, the boxes. Oh yeah, it's over here. Yeah, this box is really cool, man. It's all wood. I remember she was posted a bunch of pictures of whoever put these together for her. Like she had some dude literally make all these by hand and stain them. And
how many did she make of those?
I don't know how many she made. I really don't know. She hasn't released it since, but she kind of has a. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe she does this again because she kind of started working out a deal with Mike Flanagan. She actually got to know him a little bit, and did these. It's cool.
Well, I feel like she said she wasn't going to do those wooden boxes because they were such pain in the ass.
Yeah, it was a whole deal. It took a while to get one, but it came out really great. That show's so cool.
And it stood it stood the test of time. It's not like banged up or anything. It's still in good shape.
Oh yeah, I mean it's really sturdy. This is like wood. I just keep it on the shelf.
All right, guys, we have one more call. Let's see who it is.
What's up, Radpacks? I have a question. So you guys have been doing the show for a little while now, and you guys have done great things. I want to know from each of you, what is your favorite Radpack memory that you've each made so far?
Great question.
Oh, that's a good one, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm hoping it's going to be April, even though that's in the future. But, like I think back on it, and I can come up with a couple cool ones. Thank you, Christian, by the way. Planet CHH. If he didn't say his name on there, but I guess I'll let you guys go first, and then and if you say what I'm thinking, then I'll find something else.
What about you?
You got anything?
How about you, Justin?
I knew you were going to.
You want me to go? You want me to go?
I had two. The reason. Oh, sorry. The recent gift exchange episode was a lot of fun. I had a really good time on that stream. But when it comes back to me, my favorite one, it's got to be the Camp Radpack episode. That was like the first like kind of event episode we did. We were just getting started. We had like a kind of a theme going to it, and talking about all those summer camp movies. That's probably my favorite one.
Mel had the kazoo.
Yeah. That was just a really fun episode.
Still have that kazoo.
And yeah, we're planning on going back to Camp Radpack this year. So summertime, we're gonna go back. It'll be fun. But you know what? You like when you start thinking about when we started really theming a lot of the episodes and really going all out in them. I feel like each one has like a couple nuggets that I think to me are special, and I don't know how you guys are, but I mean, and that's why like things like the podcast are happening now and all this other stuff too, because we just felt like something was working. And like for me, like a couple that I thought of, like I mean, I think back of when Justin was on Ken's show and we crashed it. I mean, I still think that was a really cool time, because I look at that and it was just so badass when all of a sudden the thing stops and me and Mel are doing this. Like I loved it. Like that was like so money, right? Like that's like so badass. I just like love that. And another good one for me is when we all ate the Encino Man food was good.
Yeah, that was good.
That was fun. Yeah.
and the big one for me was like Justin as Ghostface was cool. I thought that was pretty
that
cool.
was wild. That shit got weird.
That did get weird. It was like 40 minutes of nothing from Justin.
What were we
it's
talking
funny.
about on that episode?
We were doing
Our favorite spooky movies.
Yeah, I think it was our like growing up, some movies that, and I don't even remember what we brought, like what movies we brought up, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But I thought that was a real cool one. It's fun when you can look back and like I said, every episode you feel like there's some stuff in there. Mel, is there anything that pops out that we haven't said?
So I was actually gonna say the mid-levolution when we jumped in Justin's stream, and then Ken brought in mid-levolution, and then you guys had that movie battle. That was actually really fun.
That was cool.
That's where Think Radpack came from.
Think Radpack.
Yeah,
right.
Think Radpack. Yeah, that inspired that whole thing. And then another one that I was thinking about is when we recorded our first official podcast episode.
Yeah.
So it wasn't even a live stream. And it was actually kind of a shit show.
Behind the
but
scenes,
it was like so much fun.
Yeah.
It was just like so much fun. I laughed so hard that whole 2 hours that we were just fucking shit up.
Well, which is even crazier because you felt like ass basically. So the fact that you're like, oh, that was a good time. Like, that was one of my favorite times, as you're like dying.
Well,
yeah. Like, when can this be over? Damn it.
I kept
Towards
making you
the end,
re-record.
I was kind of like, okay, I need to be done. But like just that whole first part where we were like trying to figure stuff out, it was just so much fun.
The intro, I kept telling you to like redo that line. You're like, I'm not fucking doing it again. You got it. I got it. One more time. Just can you do it one more time? That was fun. We had a good time during that episode.
Yeah, we're gonna have to release some of that footage someday because it was funny. Like
I
just feel like we're so much better live than we are like recording.
Oh yeah, live we nail it every time. I don't understand these podcast episodes why they go so awry, but that's also where we coined the hashtag last time you saw us.
Last time I can't believe I cut that out of the video.
But the thing is that we haven't really talked about that. We know it amongst ourselves, but we haven't brought it up.
God, I wish
I think
I
I'm the only one that's like totally.
She loves that. So like, so basically, when
Justin came up with it, but I like absolutely loved it.
You should have never let me cut that.
It was yeah, but why did I tell you to?
There
cut
was
that?
there was just a. I cut it because I was just throwing a lot of bits into the beginning of that video, and I was like, let's just like let people talk for a minute without throwing a GIF or image or cutting to something. And you said you just basically started out the stream so going, what's up, guys? So the last time you saw us, we were going to gift exchange, and I'm like, last time you saw us.
That's like a special. That's like a rad dinosaur or whatever.
So I threw up like some fossils with last time you saw us. And it was fucking great.
And I died. I literally like hashtag died when I saw that. It was hilarious.
We got to make that a thing on the next recorded episode, Garrett. You got to say that. Last time you saw us. I need shirts.
Yeah. So
well, you can relive all those early Radpack episodes by purchasing a Radpack t-shirt, a tour t-shirt. I wish we had a graphic to throw up, but that is a cool shirt. It is a good time to plug that shirt because it has a tour shirt that has all of the episodes up until the last one, all kind of done like a tour shirt. I love that shirt, so I like to plug it.
Yeah, it's just all last year's episodes. I could do one for this year too.
Yeah, season
actually,
2.
It could
might
be
have
a
a shirt.
hashtag last time you saw us shirt.
Last time
I might
you
have the
saw it.
shirt intro here. This may be the shirt. This may not be the shirt. So I'm going to try it.
Uh-oh.
All right. It just says shirt, but I mean, it could be anything.
Tell us what to do.
We're taking over.
Tell us what to do.
We taking over, brother.
We're taking over.
It is
Hell
the
yeah.
shirt.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I was a little worried there for a second.
I love that design, man.
Yeah, you can get that on Mel's T Public store. She designed that shirt. It's the Takeover Tour shirt. It's got all the different episodes we did on the back. Sick image. I know Mr. Tony the Dead's asking about my birthday. No, it's not till April. Let's see. Great shirt. Sorry, I'm way behind on the chat. But yeah, guys, you can grab that shirt on her. And I think all the shirts on T Public are on sale this weekend, I believe, too. Do you know if that is or not?
I don't know.
I think it is. So
I
check
never
her
know.
Public at My Killer Podcast, shop.mykillerpodcast.com, and I think it's on sale if you guys like that shirt. Get it.
Get it.
But
Check my
guys,
link
this
tree,
was
it should be there.
this was a great episode. Again, I want to thank everybody who sent in the videos. We have more questions and stuff, but we're rolling on about 2 hours now. So what that means is we'll just have to do another one of these shows, a part 3, to get to some of these other questions. And if you hadn't had a chance yet and you liked seeing, people do the video questions, we'll post when we're going to do a part 3, and you guys can just send them in and get ready for the next show. So it was cool seeing a lot of new faces too that called in from that didn't call in the first time. So super appreciative on that. They were really, really cool. Dude Love Movies says, Roundhouse, kick the like button on the way out. Yes, please, guys, because again, we're on our Radpack channel. So if you're not subscribed, please do. It's a new channel. And if you haven't liked it, please do. You can share this around as well. And we're on Twitch. This is streaming live on there at Radpack Pod. And it will be on the audio on all, right? Audio platforms.
Most audio platforms.
Very, very soon. So things like Spotify and iTunes and Apple and all that fun stuff.
All the major.
The major ones. Yeah. So guys, is there anything else you guys want to talk about before we head out of here? Like I said, we don't necessarily want to keep these over 2 hours. So if we can keep it under, that would be great. How about you guys?
I don't have anything.
Nope. Just subscribe to the channel.
Yeah. Thanks for hanging out
Like
with
the
us.
stream.
Yeah, make sure to like the stream. Subscribe to all of our channels as well. If you see them right there, you got me at Born to Be Rad, Mel at My Killer Podcast, Justin at Movie Watch Daily, and The Dead Couch. And make sure you're subbed over to us as well, because we each do our own thing and have, a bunch of content coming out all the time. And I will see you guys tomorrow on the Born to Be Rad channel. I'll be simulcasting with Dead Pit. When's the next one you've got, Mel? Anything? The next week?
Voyage.
Yep, I'm voyaging on the 1st.
Oh, on the 1st.
Mm-hmm.
And Justin, when's your next podcast coming out?
I have to edit them. So this week there'll be 2 episodes dropping.
Oh, you're gonna have 2 dropping this week?
Because I've recorded 2 and I haven't edited them. We did a standalone Skinamarink review, so that'll be coming probably first, and then we have another episode where we talk about a few movies that'll be coming out too. And then I'm sure there's some newer movies coming out. I don't know what's on the schedule as far as like new releases, but I'm sure there'll be some other movies to review.
Scream.
Talk about. Yeah, Scream was that's the 9th. So yeah, that'll be the next big one for sure.
Wait, it's the 9th?
March 9th. That's when the fan event is. Or maybe it's the 19th?
Oh, for some reason I thought it
I'm
was
not
this
sure.
Friday. I might be wrong. It's not this Friday, right? Coming up? I thought it was, but I'm probably wrong.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
I never
like
know
said,
what the hell's going on.
I got to change my plans then. I was all excited for this Friday going to see it.
I thought it was March 9th. I could be wrong. Maybe somebody in the chat can chime in.
Let me see what the chat's saying. Chat, when is Scream 6 coming out?
Oh yeah, my Scream 5 review will be coming out very soon. I'm getting ready to drop my Scream 5 review, so wait, that's coming.
Nobody knows. But we'll start to sign off here. This is Garrett. I want to be rad, and like always, stay rad.
Stay weird, guys.
Stay killer.
Bye, everybody.